Oh, right. Yeah. We did a Joey Diaz, a storyteller one, the other day. And I do actually, this did come from comments, but I think it actually was xenophobic that commented saying, do this one. Joey Diaz sells coke to Whitney Houston. I might have to block this. I had to block the last one. The company that Joe Rogan has, like watching out for his clips, are savages. Like they don't play around. So I might have to kind of do a bit of editing, but we'll see anyway. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, let's go.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Stanhope, remember those two broads that lived next to you? Remember the tall German chick that was lanky and cute, and the short brunette? And then there was the chubbier chick, Sage. Remember the chubby redhead?
Oh, those
chicks?
are the, yeah.
you
You did like heroin or something with them or something?
Oh, I did everything with them.
Yeah, I remember
Heroin. Why stop
Sage
there?
is the one I remember.
Why stop there?
Sage is the one I did, like.
Sage's
like,
father at one time was the Rolling Stones manager. And what he did for this chick was he bought her a fucking Blockbuster in Ventura. Bought her a Blockbuster. And she said, I don't want a
I think
Blockbuster.
you turned her on to heroin, and she was
Don't
giving me
start
shit
that.
about herpes. I go, yeah, I got herpes. She's,
I didn't give her no fucking herpes. That chick
she was giving me shit about having herpes, but she's over there fucking like doing heroin with Joey Diaz.
Listen to me.
All right,
I was homeless. So she would come to the store on Sundays. She would come to the store on Sundays and give me pills. And she was an expert in mixing. What was that shit that was big 10 years? MDMA with water.
Ecstasy with water?
She'd drink it. No, the other stuff that was.
Oh, GHB.
GHB.
Yeah.
And she'd bring it to the comedy store, and I'd be hosting on Sundays, and she'd give me drinks of the GSP, whatever the fuck.
GSP?
Whatever the fuck it is, GHB, whatever.
And then impress with your performance.
Listen, so this happened. This went on for 6 months. She'd
It's
take me
GHB and really
on
tight
Sundays.
trunks.
I'd go to a house. Rogan, I'd go to a house on Sundays after I'd host. She'd come down, we'd buy coke from.
Hold on, I just got to say, for people that don't know GS, the reason that's funny is because GSP is a fighter. GHB becomes GSP. That's hilarious.
Go to a house. Rogan, I'd go to a house on Sundays after I'd host. She'd come down, we'd buy coke from Chewy. We'd go to her house, we'd do heroin, eat her ass, pills. I'd whip her. She'd make little shows at lingerie for me. She was 100 pounds overweight, but this bitch was banging.
Yeah, I was gonna
big
say,
red tits.
it's not an ass you want to eat.
No. She lost the weight.
Let's not
She went
Howard
on a
Stern
diet.
this
All right.
up.
Then I didn't see her for a long time, right? And then she started coming around the comedy store and giving me that GSP and shit. So this is a great story. I forgot about this. I was thinking of Stanhope on the way up here. And our friend Mike was selling weed, but at one time he worked at CAA, and he goes, listen, one of the interns over there, he blew up. He ended up being Whitney Houston's manager, and the tour manager, and he's looking for powder. So every day they would come over, and I would sell Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston. They would come over like $1,100, which was per diem money. I was taking Whitney's per diem money, right? Every day they come over with a little white envelope and give me the per diem money, and I'd go up to the Martel Cartel, and I'd buy 14 grams of blow, take an 8-ball out, and cut it, and then give it to Whitney Houston. And they were fucking going crazy. This went on for 30, 40 days. But I couldn't snort all the blow I was stealing from them. I couldn't snort it. It was just too much. So I was giving it to Marilyn Martinez to hold for me.
Isn't she dead?
She's dead. That's the coke that killed her. So okay. I got like 2 ounces of blow, plus I snorted all this coke, and I can't snort no more. I don't know what to do with it, right? So one night I call Marilyn. I go, Marilyn, bring the coke down to the fucking store, right? I'm selling coke to Whitney fucking Houston. They're picking me up at 9 in the morning, paging me on the red pager. I'm coming downstairs, getting in the car with them, going to the Martel Cartel, to the brothers, going in the house with 2 grams of coke already cut in my pocket. And I would just go in, take rocks out, throw the cut in, mix it up, and give it right back to them in the car, and they'd be happy as shit. They were inviting me to A&M Records to come party with them. I don't party with them.
So how much coke were you stealing from them?
I was selling them. I was getting them a half ounce and taking an 8-ball out and throwing an 8-ball to cut in.
What is an 8-ball?
3.5 grams. So
I've done coke my entire fucking life, and I don't know
percentages,
like what it costs,
what the percentages
or
are.
Isn't that crazy?
Measurements.
People are so sleazy that it's all cut.
No,
What
this
is
is
no,
how
no,
it's
do you ever get pure
I don't
Coke?
know what it.
Yeah,
like,
you get.
it's-
You know,
what it's
I always
worth.
know where the fucking shit
I
is
know
at.
like Coke because someone goes, "Hey, do you want to do a bump?" And you go, "Okay."
Right.
I don't.
But you don't know what the
He's
fuck's
never
in
bought
it.
it.
know
No,
what a
he
fucking
does whatever.
eight
When you go
ball
out with
is.
Stanhope, somebody got Cokes, he'll do Coke. You got elephant tranquilizer. Stanhope's like Uncle Joey. We don't give a fuck. The train's already running. I got nowhere to be tomorrow. Fuck it. We're here already. You know, when I got here and he said he had mushrooms, I'm like, what the fuck? This is the cocksucker that knocks on your door with rolling papers and no weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got no weed, but I got rolling papers. Next time you bring those fucking mushrooms with you, and we could have been right here. This would have been a great fucking podcast. Not that it isn't. So I'm robbing Whitney and Bobby Brown for a fucking month. I'm robbing their blow every day. I can't do it. I can't snort it fast
How
enough.
much are they doing?
They're doing a half ounce a day.
This is what. This is
God.
the
This
90s.
This is
God.
98. They're doing
Yeah.
a half ounce a day, which is 3 ounces a week.
Oh my God.
And singing.
What does that look like?
Whoa, an ounce is like this, like a half
God.
ounce of weed, like a
Oh
nice.
my God.
They're doing one of those a day.
Oh my God.
Bobby Brown, his face twisted, and I was getting this shit that was flaky. So,
Oh my God.
So right, I tell Marilyn, bring the
You
Coke
would
to
you
the
would
store.
say like, well, aren't they feeding an entourage at this point?
No,
but,
I thought it was
but
just
that's the
those
thing
two.
about Coke.
It's
is,
just those
yeah,
two.
you start. Oh, there's only so much Coke left. All right, you got to go. You got to go. You got to go.
Right. So this went on. So on Saturday night, I call Marilyn Martinez. I go, Marilyn, do me a favor. Bring the blow to the Comedy Store because I'm just going to sell it. And a kid, after my set, gives me a little baggie with the bottom of it filled up. Like not even 2 lines. And I put it in my pocket and I take it home. When I get home, I do it. It's not Coke. It's crank. So I'm on fire now. It's 3 a.m. I'm in my house on fire. I got the Coke hidden in the
His
trunk
shoe
of the
hasn't
car.
stopped shaking since.
All right, I have the Coke in the fucking car. No, I'm not bouncing. I have the Coke in the car.
earlier.
I always do that shit. I have the
He
Coke
always
in the
does
car,
that.
right? And I wouldn't bring it upstairs because
Right.
I don't like Coke in my house. So I would go down and do a little bump about 5 a.m.
Whoa, you would always keep it in the car?
in the car. I'd hide it under
Paranoia
the rock
is a good
outside.
thing.
I don't like it in
That's
the
what
house.
Becker taught me.
I don't like it
Yeah?
in my
Better
house.
to be paranoid.
But I don't like it in my house anyway. I
Yeah.
never like Coke in my. It's just bad. I don't like it.
Right.
I used to leave it outside on the rocks in somebody else's garage, and then I would go over there and do a bump and go back upstairs. So there's one night I got upstairs and the page is going off and it's Sage, and I said, "Fuck it, let me just bring the 2 ounces to her house of blow." And I brought, at that time, it was like 1.5 ounces and 3/4. This bitch picked me up at 6 a.m. with a case of Starbucks coffee in Canada, half a gallon of vodka. And we went back to the house and we did that whole package of blow, heroin, Valiums, MDMA, GSP. We did
How many days? How many days?
2 days. Till
Just 2 days.
Monday afternoon, I had to get Scott Wolf, Josh Wolf's brother, Fredo, to come get me over by the Directors Guild.
Oh my
For
God.
2 days. I puked till Thursday.
Jesus
But
Christ.
here's how sick I was. The fucking Houstons kept calling me. And I'm like, fuck you, motherfuckers. I'm out of commission, right? So finally, that next week was the Grammys. This is the last time I seen them. I don't think I told you about this. Last time ever I seen Whitney Houston. I get a call on a Monday morning after the Grammys at 9 a.m. And they're like, is your boy up? He'd have to be. Come get me. And they pull up to my fucking house where I live by the YMCA. And it was the manager, Whitney Houston, and Ricky Martin in the fucking back. And they're all going. They're going from the Grammys. That jaw, all them jaws are fucking going, Jack. And I get in the car with them. I drive to the Martel Cartel. I'm sitting there like I don't even know it's Ricky Martin. I just looked out the window. I was more paranoid than he was. I got in, bought it back to the car. They drove. That's the last time I fucking seen him.
Shit.
All right, well, I'm looking at all these
You
images.
should probably not fucking start.
Probably because they just nicked his link. That's probably the reason the last time he saw him was because he literally took them to the door of where he gets it from. Now they don't need a middleman that's going to rob them every time.
Defamation suits
That's a defamation
about
suit?
Ricky fucking
Martin?
Waters
Yeah.
or whatever.
It's
his
a
name
true
is.
story. What defamation? If it didn't fucking happen, then it wouldn't give a
Well,
fuck.
there's
Well,
nothing-
Ricky Martin's clean and sober now. He came out of the closet. He's got kids. So he'll look
These
nice.
opinions and stories are not a representative of the Joe Rogan
What is
Experience
this, Law and
podcast.
Order? What the fuck is this?
No,
This-
I was actually promoting copyrighted stuff and defamation.
What is this? You know,
suits.
they know Law and Order. This story might think that you might know these individuals. They ain't the fucking
You
people.
know this story's going to get on the internet now.
You know, I've
Who
never
gives a
played.
fuck?
I've never
Gives a
played
fuck.
the
It happened
Brea
11 years
Improv.
ago. What Whitney Houston going to say to me? No, you remember me, bitch? Oh, I remember you. The fuck? Sing, bitch, sing.
All right, well, I'm looking at all these images.
What the fuck is this? 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 What the fuck is this?
yeah. The Houstons. Old school Joey, though. Like, but then that's like, watching this, you see this was kind of before people knew what that kind of they was doing. And you think even Joe Rogan's podcast weren't, I mean, now it's the biggest podcast in the world, but not when he obviously started. When he started, and it was just him and his mates doing it. Yeah, you just don't, I suppose, yeah. But now people are kind of more, more worried about what they're saying. But the fact that that girl gave Joey GSP, that he basically, she, in YouTube friendly way, they AR'd him. They AR'd him. That's what that drug is. GHB, I think it's called. But people do just do it. That's the weird thing. People do that. Crazy. But yeah, someone needs to tell Joey he got AR'd. Maybe she's probably robbing him too when he passed out. But yeah, that's a crazy, crazy story. I'm surprised Joey's still alive. And he's still going as well, I think. Still doing all sorts. I mean, drug-wise. But yeah, GSP. GSP's hilarious. That's hilarious. But yeah, that's the reactions. Sweet.